Hey, what's up, champions? Gediminas here. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Welcome to Financial Freedom TV. And today I wanted to talk about sponsoring versus recruiting. So, what's the difference? Because some people look at it as synonyms, right? It's the same thing. But there's actually a difference between being a recruiter or a sponsor. What I mean by that is the recruiter, for me, is somebody who just recruits people, but sort of leaves them to their own devices. Right? Doesn't really look after them, doesn't really train them, doesn't really support them, etc. Whereas a sponsor, on the other hand, is somebody who brings a person into the business, but also trains them, also supports them, also mentors them, etc. Right? And obviously, for all of you, I would advise to be a sponsor and not a recruiter, right? Which basically means looking after people and enabling them to do the things that need to be done in order for them to become successful in the business. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be a babysitter and hold the person by the hand and spoon feed them, right? And do everything for them. Because that's actually not a great example of a sponsor or a mentor, right? Because if you do everything for a person, then most likely you'll be doing everything for them for the rest of your life. Because they're not gonna want to learn. Because why would I want to learn to do something if you can do that for me? Doesn't make sense, right? So when I mean that a good sponsor looks after people and mentors them, it doesn't mean that that person will do everything for them, will hold hand them for the next 15 years, etc. You know how they say, give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach the man to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime, right? Which basically means a good sponsor, a good leader, or a mentor in network marketing teaches a person and gives them the tools in order to become independent and do the business by themselves. So it doesn't mean that if you want to be a good leader, you have to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, wiping the asses of your team members and spoon feeding them and babysitting all of them and holding them all by the hand. God forbid you let them off by themselves. Because if you're going to do that, then network marketing is going to be a hell of a career for you. It's going to be a hard job for you, right? It's going to be tough. I can tell you that now, right? A good mentor, a good leader will not do something that would hinder the duplication of the business. What does that mean? If you do everything for everybody, then guess what your team members think leadership is? They'll think, oh, so when I become a leader, I have to wipe everybody's asses. I have to spoon feed everybody. I have to handhold everybody. I don't want to do that. And if you're not getting leaders in your business, might be the reason why, right? So it doesn't mean that what I'm trying to say, a recruiter is somebody who just recruits and leaves them. Like they say, throw them against the wall, some of them will stick. Not the greatest strategy. Not the greatest strategy, right? Throw them in the water, they'll either sink or swim. Not the best strategy, right? A sponsor, on the other hand, will bring a person into the business, will show them the systems, will show them the structures, will give them the right trainings and the right tools so they have everything they need to build the business. Now, it doesn't mean that a good sponsor will be a psychiatrist and will listen to all of their problems and all of their, relationship issues and all. No. Doesn't mean that, right? It doesn't mean that they will go and let me sell the products for you. Let me go recruit people for you, right? You just sit down and... No. That's not a good sponsor, right? A good sponsor, a good leader is a person who makes leaders, doesn't make followers, right? So if a leader just making followers, then everybody's worshiping them. Oh my gosh, you're an incredible leader. That's not a great leader. A great leader makes other people leaders, right? So they become irrelevant. The best thing that a good leader can do is become irrelevant. Is become not required, right? That's why they say you should go from the back of the room to the front of the room and then to the back of the room. What does it mean? When you first come to the business presentation, you cross your arms, you're sitting at the back and you're not believing anything, right? Most of us did that, right? Then you sort of get it and you go, well, actually, this is a good thing. And you start moving closer to the stage. You want to hear more, you want to take notes, etc. By the time you're at the front, right? You're writing everything and then you become a leader, you start making money, you go on the stage, right? But that's where a lot of people get stuck. They stay on the stage because they like the limelight, they like the attention, they like the claps, and they just want to stay on the stage all the time. That's not a clever leader. A clever leader gets on a stage and then looks, who can I bring on a stage now so I can get the F off the stage? Right? So they put other people on the stage, they allow other people the spotlight, they allow other people the attention and the claps, and they move back to the room, to the back of the room, right? Where they are now at the back of the room and the meeting or the training is happening without them. They don't even need them, right? They can run their own training. They become irrelevant. That is the best type of leadership. Because then you become what they call a legacy leader, right? Where you have huge organizations, hundreds of thousands of people, you make millions, and most people don't even know you exist. Because you've built such a system, you've built such an infrastructure, you've trained so many leaders that you're not required anymore. They can do a better training than you, they can do a better presentation than you, they can do a better testimonial than you. They don't really need you. They invite you once a year, just to show you around that, hey, look, this guy is our grandfather or grandmother in the business, right? But you're not required anymore. That is the best passive income, and that's the best leadership, right? So just a few tips today, my friends. Hope you got value. If you did, feel free to share it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you at the top. Bye for now.